Hi, hello, and welcome. And today we have more of a quick video from me, and that is because we just got some brand new news on the newest MMORPG coming out later this year, Chrono Odyssey. And please remember that there is a playtest or a closed beta test coming this month of June 2025. So if you do get access to it, please remember to talk about your opinions, share how you feel about the game. If they ever do any type of surveys or questionnaires or anything like that, please give them feedback, because if you care about the game, or if you care about the MMORPG community, or if you even if you don't like the game, give feedback, let them know what they can improve, because maybe even if you don't like the game now, it might become better in the future for you personally. But before I start this, I just will say thanks to Kanon for this. Now, mind you, I don't know if that's how you say his name. I've been watching him for like years now, ever since he was a lot smaller streamer. And I've never once heard him say his name, which is kind of funny because I feel like I would at this point, but somehow I've never heard him say his name, so that's how I'm going to say it. But he is a wonderful content creator that does MMORPG content and ARPG content. And he makes really wonderful videos on his channel. And of course, I'll have in the description the link to this video that I'm talking about today. But please, if you enjoy my content, if you enjoy what I do, or this kind of content overall, like MMORPG content, news, updates, things like that, please go watch his channel. He's an amazing content creator, and he truly does care about the community as a whole. But today, he interviewed the Chrono Odyssey game director, the game lead. I don't know his exact title, but he interviewed him. And he asked the most important question, which is the game pay to win? Does the game have any kind of currency that you can trade to get power? Is there any form of pay to win in this game besides just the normal skins, cosmetics, mounts, things, that kind of thing you would see in shops and other MMORPGs, such as like let's say Guild Wars 2 or Final Fantasy 14, games like that? And the dev multiple times in this interview mentioned that there will be no pay to win, and that there will be nothing like in the future either. And he really drives this point home multiple times within the video. Kanon, when Kanon asked him about it. And another thing that I thought was a good thing was that he mentioned that the company itself is a new studio, completely not controlled by any other company in South Korea. And even if they're being published by Kakao Games, he's really being forward about the whole thing of they are their own studio. They are making the choices. And, for some people that gives them hope, because if you're not being controlled by another company that's greedy, maybe we will finally get the big Korean global MMORPG launch that has no pay to win in it. And I've already been on Reddit, I've already been on Twitter looking around to see people's opinions. I just want to see what the community thinks about this as of right now. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, this is a nothing burger. And now, mind you, Kanon did say that a longer interview is coming onto his channel, so please go subscribe to him so you can watch that. And I'll have my reaction to it. I will do a full-length reaction to it because I do care about this game. I want it to succeed, or I hope it does succeed, because at this point, my channel is basically a Chrono Odyssey channel, even though that's not what I made this channel to be, but sometimes it just happens. But on Reddit, people are saying like, oh, this is like a nothing burger, like this is nothing, because for some reason they had it in their minds that the director always talked about pay to win. And they have that they had this old business meeting, I forget what you call it, but that is old business meeting that the Reddit the subreddit was sharing, that they mentioned in the business meeting that there is no pay to win in the game, so they automatically took that as like, oh, like there's no pay to win. But let's be real honest, any of us that have been in this rodeo before, we've been here with MMORPGs from South Korea before. Like, for instance, when Kakao published BDO in the West, they said no pay to win. There's absolutely no pay to win in the West version. You get what you get. You grind, you get it. And yet we see what happened over in the West. And mind you, BDO is a lot better than what it was, for sure. But when it first came out, it was the opposite of free to play. Let me just put it like that. And I don't want to say take this what the developer said with a grain of heart. Even if he is the lead, we've been burned too many times. I completely understand the negative comments or the people who are still on the fence. And even Kanon in his video talked about that and asking the director if there's going to be a lot of people even hearing this information that will still not believe it until they see it. And clearly the director is confident about his answer, and he keeps repeating that there is going to be no pay to win in his game, that they do not want the pay to win to be in his game. And his vision for the game is not any pay to win. He just wants cosmetics, skins, mounts, and those types of emotes, those types of things in a store, which for my opinion is the best and only way to do it now. Of course, he also mentioned a battle pass, which I've said in the past, before in an earlier video of mine on my channel, that battle passes are terrible because of FOMO. By the end of the day, if I had to choose between a FOMO battle pass or pay to win MMORPG, give me 3 battle passes every month. I do not care. As long as the game's not pay to win, I'm okay with that. And even the director mentioned restrictive content within the battle pass. So he was trying to say like, hey, there won't be anything pay to win within the battle pass as well, which is very nice of him to say, because he didn't really have to say that he was asked about the battle pass, but he already mentioned immediately, which means he kind of knows what people are expecting from a South Korean developer and how usually South Korean developers will do their battle passes, or how it's set up to really be a heavy FOMO, like you must grind this out because it has some of the best loot or the best materials or anything in the battle pass, so you must play it. But overall, this video did give me some hope, and I'm wondering what your guys' opinions on this this interview was, or the short-lived video was from Kanon, because to me, this is a very important topic, because pay to win is going to make this game either live or die or become the next big MMORPG. And mind you, any developer, I don't care if you're a South Korean developer, a Western developer, whatever you are, you do want your game to succeed. If you're a game director, you want your game to succeed because that's what your passion in life is. You like crafting, you like being creative, you like bringing these games to people, and no matter what MMORPG game director you are, you want your game to succeed and be the next big MMORPG, or at least that's the hope, right? You want to be like the next big one, the one that innovates, and the one that changes the game forever for everyone. And who knows if Chrono Odyssey can do that? We do not know right now, but the one main thing I know is that so far I'm really enjoying what I'm seeing out of this game, and I'm very hopeful for this game, and I'm a very big skeptic. Like, I mentioned a couple of videos ago about pay to win and how I do not pay to win games. Like, I might play it like as a free to play player and just try my best, but usually that gets boring and you just won't be able to catch up to anyone, so I just stop playing it anyway. So I'm really curious to hear your guys' opinions. Please leave a comment, like and subscribe as always. But let me know how you're feeling about it. Do you think this is a nothing burger? Do you agree with people on Reddit? Or do you think there's more to this interview and you think that it's really meaningful for you as a person looking to play this game eventually? And mind you, from what we know, this is a buy to play game, which means it will have a price tag on it that you must pay for in order to play it. So I'm hoping, or many people are hoping, that since it's buy to play, it's a good sign of how the game is going to be, since it's not free to play. But we'll see how it works out. We'll see how much money is. Remember, we are getting the interview from Kanon at a later date, the full interview, which I said I will be reacting to. In Chrono Studios will be at the Summer Games Fest, which is in 2 days on Friday. From Friday, today's Wednesday, so in 2 days, and we'll see some more information there. But please let me know what you think. I will respond to any comments. I just want to hear what the community overall thinks about the game so far and what Kanon said in his interview. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for staying around. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace out.